everybody. I'm Brenna. I also was on the I was also on the Texas trip for Samaritan's Purse. It was my first time ever going on a missions trip. And I just feel like something that God was really trying to teach me through this trip was to just really fully trust in Him and rely on Him for everything. I'd shared this some with the other people on the trip with me, so you can hear this again. But I kind of, for a while, been feeling somewhat stuck in my faith and kind of just discouraged, not really understanding why. And kind of more recently, I started realizing that it was because I was trying to grow my faith from my own strength instead of just like really, truly, fully 100% like letting go and trusting God, because He's the one that grows our faith, and it's not by our own strength. And so that was something that I just really saw throughout the trip. There was a couple different things that happened, so like kind of just throughout the whole trip. I mean, from the beginning, we really weren't told a lot of how it was going to work. As far as like where we were staying, we were like, we're at a church and you're going to have beds. Are you going to be in like a gymnasium, or where are you going to be? We ended up in these kind of like mobile home situations that were just like kind of two big rooms, like one for the guys, one for the girls, and they're just filled with bunks. And like it all was set up so well, but it was going into it, it's like, how is this going to work? And then throughout the week, it would like you didn't always know exactly what you're going to be doing each day, and you weren't sure how the day was going to go. We had a lot of different surprises come up. We were supposed to get to do a home dedication, and then the lady, she actually broke her hip, and so that was really sad, and we didn't get to see a home dedication that week. But I still think that the trip was so amazing, even with that. And then it didn't even stop at the trip, like fully trusting God, because on the way home, I don't know how many of you heard, but we drove through a lot of crazy storms. We were in the heart of Tornado Alley, because we were in Oklahoma, and we drove through two different tornado warning zones. Once as we were approaching Tulsa around dinner time, and then once as we were about 30 minutes from our hotel, and we're like, we're almost there, and then everybody's phones are going off. And God was really just with us both times, protecting us. And it was also very cool. We were told that we didn't have to stay and work until noon on Friday. And we were like, no, we want to do this. And if we hadn't done that, we would have been stuck in the storms a lot longer, because with leaving at noon, what happened was we ended up catching up to the storms eventually much later in the day instead of being in them all day. And there also was a tornado in this one place in Oklahoma, and I'm not exactly sure timing-wise where we would have been on the road if we had left earlier, but there's a good chance we would have been in that area when that tornado was going through. So that experience was just another thing that just taught me the importance of just really letting go and trusting God in everything. His timing is so perfect. And, you know, we think, well, I know best, and, like, if I can just plan it all and plan for everything. And I like to try and plan for everything that can possibly go wrong in anything. I like to pack extra stuff and just be like, okay, I know I got this. And so it was just very cool to be in these different situations where it was like, I did not plan for this, and God was just really calling me to trust Him through that, and I just think that that was so incredible. So thank you.